What's next on your travel list? With so many places worth traveling to, it can be hard to narrow down your top spots to visit. But what if some of these places disappear before you get the chance to see them for yourself? Climate change, over-tourism, and industrial impact are threatening many iconic locations. But don't worry, you still have time. Today, we're sharing 10 stunning destinations you'll want to visit before they disappear forever. We're starting with Australia's Great Barrier Reef, the largest coral reef system in the world. This vibrant underwater paradise has shrunk by more than 50% over the past 30 years due to rising ocean temperatures and coral bleaching. Some scientists even predict it could be gone by 2030, within our lifetime. But it's not all bad news. The Great Barrier Reef remains a top destination for snorkeling and scuba diving. Swim among colorful fish, majestic sea turtles, and even the occasional reef shark. Ongoing efforts to protect and preserve the reef are in place. Conservation programs are working to tackle the threats and help the reef recover. Thanks to these efforts, there's still a chance to experience this incredible place. But it's important to visit sooner rather than later. Don't miss the opportunity to see this underwater world before it's too late. Next up is Europe's floating city, Venice. This iconic city, with its winding canals and charming gondolas, is like no other place on Earth. Whether you're a history buff, a romantic, or just someone who loves beautiful places, it is a must-see. But Venice is facing a serious problem. It's sinking. Rising sea levels and frequent floods are causing significant damage to this historic city. You might have heard about Venice's Acqua Alta, or high water events, where parts of the city flood. These floods are happening more frequently now, and the city is struggling to keep up. Despite these challenges, Venice still has plenty of magic to offer. You can enjoy sipping espresso in St. Mark's Square, take a gondola ride under the iconic Rialto Bridge, and explore the city's charming alleys. Venice has a unique old-world charm that's hard to find anywhere else. But don't wait too long. The city we know and love might look very different in the future. Now, let's head to the lungs of the Earth, the Amazon rainforest. Covering several South American countries, the Amazon is a paradise for wildlife lovers and adventurers alike. It's home to some of the most fascinating creatures on the planet: jaguars, golden lion tamarins, and sloths, just to name a few. And the biodiversity here is unmatched. But the Amazon is in danger. Deforestation and wildfires are ravaging this once seemingly endless forest. Every year, large areas are cleared for agriculture, logging, and other industries. Not only is this destroying the habitat for countless species, but it's also reducing the amount of oxygen the forest produces. The Amazon helps keep the Earth's climate balanced, which is why we need to protect it. Despite these challenges, visiting the Amazon is still an incredible experience. Trek through the jungle, meet indigenous communities, and cruise along the Amazon River. If you're looking for an adventure that connects you with the heart of nature, this is it. But like the Great Barrier Reef, time is running out. Glacier National Park in Montana, USA, is next on our list. At one point, this park was home to over 150 glaciers. Today, fewer than 25 remain, and those are shrinking rapidly. If climate change continues at its current rate, all the glaciers could be gone in as little as 15 years. But Glacier National Park offers more than glaciers. For hikers, it's a paradise with alpine meadows, pristine lakes, and rugged mountains. The views are some of the best you'll find anywhere in the world. And if you're lucky, you might even spot some wildlife. Bears, mountain goats, and elk all call this park home. If you want to see some of the most amazing scenery in the US, Glacier National Park should be on your list. Let's take a detour to Asia, where the Sundarbans lie across the border between Bangladesh and India. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and the largest mangrove forest in the world, and home to the famous Bengal tiger. But catching a glimpse of one in the wild is rare. The mangrove forests are remote, rugged, and teeming with wildlife. It's a bit of an off-the-beaten-path destination for the more adventurous travelers. The Sundarbans are also under threat as rising sea levels caused by climate change are eating away at the mangroves. and increasing salinity in the water is making it harder for these forests to survive. What's even more concerning is that it acts as a natural shield, protecting millions of people from cyclones and storms. If these mangroves disappear, the effects could be severe. That said, visiting the Sundarbans offers a unique experience unlike anywhere else. Picture yourself navigating the narrow waterways, surrounded by dense mangroves and wildlife found nowhere else. It's a raw and wild environment that's disappearing quickly, so it's worth seeing before it's too late. Now we're heading to Africa, to Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania. You've probably seen photos of Kilimanjaro's snow-capped peak. It's one of the most iconic images in Africa. But did you know those glaciers are disappearing too? In fact, between 1912 and 2007, Kilimanjaro's ice sheet shrank by a staggering 85%. That's an incredible loss of one of the world's most famous snowcaps. Climbing Kilimanjaro is a bucket list item for many adventurers. The journey to the summit takes you through 5 different ecosystems, from tropical forests at the base to alpine desert, and finally, the glacier-covered peak. It's like trekking through several different worlds in one climb, and reaching the top? It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. But if you want to see Kilimanjaro's iconic glaciers, you might want to plan that climb soon. The ice could be completely gone within the next 20 to 30 years. Let's hop over to South America, where Machu Picchu sits high in the Andes of Peru. This ancient city of the Incas is one of the most visited tourist sites in the world, and for good reason. The ruins, the dramatic mountain backdrop, and the feeling of stepping back in time make Machu Picchu a truly unforgettable destination. But here's the thing, all that tourism is taking a toll. Millions of people visit Machu Picchu every year, far exceeding the limits set by UNESCO and the Peruvian government. Combined with natural landslides and erosion, the site is at risk of damage. If you've ever dreamed of walking through the ancient stone streets of Machu Picchu, now's the time. It's one of those places you have to see to believe, but it may not be standing forever. Now, let's head to Bolivia, to the otherworldly Salar de Uyuni. This is the world's largest salt flat, and it looks like something straight out of a science fiction movie. The salt crust creates this mirror-like effect when it rains, making it feel like you're walking on the sky. It's a photographer's paradise and a must-see for any traveler looking for a unique experience. But Salar de Uyuni isn't immune to the impact of industry. The area is rich in lithium, a key material used in batteries, and mining operations are increasing. If these industries aren't carefully managed, they could do serious damage to this delicate ecosystem. Salar de Uyuni is a place that must be visited firsthand, as its future remains uncertain. Next, we're heading to a well-known destination, the Maldives. Think crystal-clear turquoise waters, white sandy beaches, and luxurious overwater bungalows. Sounds like the perfect vacation, right? But the Maldives is facing a huge challenge. It's slowly sinking. Rising sea levels caused by climate change are threatening this island nation, and some scientists predict that it could be completely submerged within 100 years. The Maldives is one of those places that feels like paradise on Earth. Whether you're snorkeling with colorful fish, lounging on the beach, or staying in one of those iconic overwater villas, it's the ultimate escape. But if you've been dreaming of visiting, don't put it off. This paradise might not be around for future generations. Last, but definitely not least, we head to the frozen wilderness of Antarctica. The Antarctic ice sheet is one of the most remote and awe-inspiring places on the planet. It's home to penguins, seals, and some of the most dramatic landscapes you'll ever see. But like the glaciers of Glacier National Park and Mount Kilimanjaro, Antarctica's ice is melting, and fast. Rising global temperatures are causing the ice sheet to shrink, which in turn contributes to rising sea levels around the world. Visiting Antarctica is no easy feat. It's a true expedition. But for those willing to make the journey, it offers an experience like no other. The vast, icy landscapes are like something from another planet. But with the ice disappearing, the window for visiting this frozen frontier is closing. So, there you have it. 10 places to visit before they disappear forever. These destinations are more than just beautiful spots on a map. They're natural wonders, rich in history, culture, and wildlife. But they're also fragile, and if we don't act soon, we could lose them. So if you're looking for adventure, don't wait. Get out there and explore these incredible places while you still can. Thanks for watching, and as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more travel inspiration.